Ellos deciden qué es una idea enemiga de la democracia.
So it is the policy of the United States to seek and support the growth of democratic movements and institutions in every nation and culture with the ultimate goal of ending tyranny in our world.
When they say they're going to make democracy somewhere else, they first have to make it at home.
É possível ler um dos clássicos da democracia norte-americana, o Tocqueville, dizendo o seguinte, que a democracia foi institucionalizada na América do Norte para limitar determinados processos democráticos.
The United States was one of the first modern countries to set up even the trappings of what we would today consider democracy, but only for an elite minority of society.
Even in its formulation, let's see who was left out. Now, women were left out, so that's half at least of the eligible electorate in any reasonable society, okay? Persons were black, although their owners acquired 3/5 of a vote in addition for each black person they owned, okay? American Indians were left out. Basically, you don't have it per se in the Constitution, but very shortly thereafter in the first statutory series, they took up the issue of who could be naturalized a citizen of the United States, and that was defined as being free, white, and male. Okay? That's who they were talking about. Well, that's not exactly my notion of a very well-crafted democratic order.
Today, the U.S. political system is run by corporate dollars, conflicts of interest, voter disenfranchisement, media conglomerations, and the power of the two major political parties.
In the U.S., as an example, you choose a member of Congress, you vote for a member of Congress, but he is much more loyal to the people who support him financially than he is to any individual voter. And those who support him financially are very often, well, almost always the richest segment of the population, which usually means a corporation. And so the corporations have much more influence over those in office than the average voter.
Do you believe that democracy, in the most optimistic terms, exists in this country?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I believe such, but I believe it's being covered up, and it's a double standard thing, because I think it's really for the high-powered, and the more fortunate rather than less fortunate. So that's my theory on that pretty much.
De las paradojas más resonantes es que el modelo universal de democracia, que son los Estados Unidos, tiene un régimen democrático, en fin, que por lo menos es raro, ¿verdad? Es bastante weird, para decirlo en inglés. En primer lugar porque vota menos de la mitad de los inscriptos, entonces es una democracia muy rara, donde participa menos de la mitad de los que deberían participar. Y en segundo lugar porque en los hechos muchas veces parece que hubiera allí un régimen de partido único. A mí no me gustan los regímenes de partido único, en Cuba no me gusta que haya partido único, pero tampoco me gusta que en Estados Unidos haya un partido único disfrazado de dos.
In America, we have the greatest democracy on earth, for some. But for others, it's a very frightening place right now. I mean, after 9/11, you have thousands of people of South Asian descent, Arab Americans, Muslims, who've been rounded up. Many have been deported. Many have been detained. They don't know the charges against them. We don't know their names. But they can be held for months, if not years, if not wholly deported. That's very frightening. So for some, America is tops, and for others, well, we have to expose that.
From Pacifica, this is Democracy Now!
It's a demand, democracy now. And I think it's particularly important in the media, that we have a media that reflects people across this country and across the globe, because the media is extremely important. The media are the most powerful institutions on earth, more powerful than any bomb, than any missile. And the Pentagon's deployed the media, and we have to take it back.
If you watch television and watch C-SPAN, you will not probably see one black face. Is there Hispanic? I don't believe so. An Asian, very rare. It's mostly Caucasians, and we're not a melting pot, but a salad bowl. And so we should be represented equally and fairly throughout the whole country.
E a dificuldade maior é o monopólio da palavra, que continua muito concentrado. Quer dizer, grandes monopólios mundiais, reproduzidos a nível local, que expandem o mesmo discurso, promovem o mesmo estilo de vida, o mesmo modelo estético, o mesmo modelo de música, o mesmo modelo de literatura.
La pantalla de televisión relata versiones erróneas, manipuladas, incompletas, incompetentes, que se imponen sin la posibilidad siquiera de ser contrastadas con la realidad o con la documentación original. Millares de personas aprenden y repiten historias irreales, construcciones ficticias de un pensamiento e imagen únicos, divulgados por los medios comerciales de comunicación a lo largo y ancho del mundo.
Qualquer coisa que afete os seus interesses, afeta o interesse da democracia. Então é uma armadilha, é uma mentira, mas que está disseminada. Está disseminada a ponto do fechamento, a não renovação da RCTV, gerar um tipo de sensibilidade até em setores de esquerda, digamos, e que está se afetando a liberdade ao contrário. Quer dizer, a construção de uma TV pública democratiza a construção de uma opinião pública democrática,